Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Boston. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, May 27th. You'll be interested to know. 89 years ago, today, in 1937, the Golden Gate Bridge opened with fanfare, linking San Francisco and Marin County by a graceful suspension span that captured imaginations nationwide. The structure became an enduring achievement in coastal engineering and a celebrated icon boosting transportation, trade, and civic pride along the Pacific coast. So now you know. And now, it's time for the weather report. This morning, it's partly sunny, and it feels like 66 degrees with 6-mile-per-hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:03, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:15. It looks like we're in for a partly sunny day, with a high near 87 and a light west breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 86. Tonight, there's a slight chance of rain showers between 8 and 9, mostly cloudy skies, with a low around 60, and a calm northwest wind, around 7 miles per hour. The nearshore buoy at Cape Cod Bay reads 56 degrees for the water temperature. Looking ahead in the weather. Thursday will be partly sunny with a chance of morning showers and storms and a high near 70, with a north wind around 5 to 9 miles per hour. Showers and storms remain possible Thursday night into Friday evening with lows near 53. Then rain becomes likely Friday night through Saturday with highs falling to near 62, and northwest winds around 8 to 14 miles per hour on Saturday. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Joe Mazzulla is taking home some individual hardware, much to his chagrin. The Celtics head coach was named the NBA Coach of the Year for the 2025 to 2026 season, becoming the first Celtics coach to win the accolade since Bill Fitch in 1980. Mazzulla expressed gratitude to the players and staff, emphasizing that the award belongs to his entire coaching team. Despite low expectations and challenges, including the possibility of playing without star Jayson Tatum, Mazzulla led the Celtics to a strong record of 56 wins and 26 losses. This recognition speaks volumes about Mazzulla's leadership and dedication to the team. Now on to sports. Cubs' losing ways continued on Tuesday with a blowout loss to the Pirates. The Pirates scored 5 runs in the first inning, going on to win 12-1, while the Cubs struggled with familiar issues. This marked the Cubs' 10th straight loss. During the streak, the offense has been painfully terrible, going 1 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Despite being above 500 at 29 wins and 26 losses, the Cubs have gone 2-14 since their second 10-game winning streak. They are now approaching dubious franchise history, tied for the 13th longest losing streak. On Wednesday, the Cubs send Jameson Talon to the hill against Bubba Chandler of the Pirates. In local sports, the Red Sox are looking to bounce back tonight against Atlanta at Fenway. Boston dropped Game 1 7-6 yesterday, extending their losing streak to 4 straight. Ranger Suarez took the loss, but the offense showed up with 3 home runs. Isaiah Kenner-Falefa drove in 3 runs, Jarren Duran went deep, and Cedon Rafaela also homered. It wasn't enough. Tonight, Connelly Early takes the mound against Bryce Elder with first pitch at 6:45. The Sox need early runs. They scored just 2 to 6 in each of their last 4 games, so getting to Elder quick is the key. This is winnable. Boston took 2 of 3 from Atlanta earlier this month. Meanwhile, the Celtics are in play for a blockbuster move this offseason. Mark Steam reports Giannis Antetokounmpo has indicated Boston and Miami are his top 2 Eastern Conference destinations if Milwaukee makes him available. Any deal acquiring the former MVP would be massive for the C's, but it would cost significant assets as they look to bounce back from a first-round loss to Philadelphia. On the ice, the Bruins signed forward Lucas Reichel to a 1-year extension at $950,000 against the cap. Behind the scenes, the playoff run took its toll. Defenseman Nikita Zadorov played through a torn MCL, and his status for next season remains uncertain. The front office is exploring blue line upgrades this summer with New Jersey's Simon Nemec a prime target. In top news, NASA is already ordering landers, rovers, and drones for a sprawling moon base, less than 2 months after the Artemis 2's record-breaking lunar fly-around. The space agency outlined the first phase of its moon base plans on Tuesday, awarding hundreds of millions of dollars in contracts to 4 U.S. companies. Jeff Bezos Blue Origin will provide a pair of landers to deliver moon buggies to the lunar surface. NASA is targeting Artemis II for mid-2027, with a landing by 2 astronauts following as soon as 2028. The goal of the moon base is to encourage a lunar economy while conducting scientific research. NASA is expected to invest approximately $20 billion over the next 7 years into the moon base mission. In business news, China's industrial profits surged by 24.7% in April from a year earlier, according to official data released Wednesday. This increase marked the fastest growth since November 2023. For the first 4 months of the year, industrial profits rose 18.2%. The computing and electronics equipment manufacturing sector saw earnings more than double from a year ago. However, profit declines in furniture manufacturing steepened to 54.4%. Hao Zhou, head of research at Guotai Junan International, noted that profit gains are concentrated in upstream and high-tech sectors. Exports climbed 14.1% in April from a year ago in U.S. dollar terms. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 1% to about $76,000. Ethereum is down 1% to $2,000. And XRP is down 1% to $1.33. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the Boston area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. With locations in Canton, Wellesley, Hingham, Brookline, and Framingham, just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. DuckDuckGo installs are up 30% as users reject being force-fed Google's artificial intelligence search. After Google's recent overhaul, many are switching to DuckDuckGo for the option to opt out of AI. During Google's annual developer conference, they announced a shift from traditional links to an AI agent that answers queries, raising concerns about the open web. DuckDuckGo reported U.S. app installs increased 18.1% week over week, peaking at 30.5% on May 25th. The trend continues with DuckDuckGo gaining users over the Memorial Day weekend. DuckDuckGo emphasizes user privacy and choice, stating, "Not only do we respect user choice, but also user privacy. And in entertainment news, Javier Bardem arranged for a private screening of Martin Scorsese's Cape Fear and asked for Robert De Niro's blessing. Amy Adams shares her admiration for Jessica Lange in the same film. Patrick Wilson explains why Nick Nolte was one of those top guys who inspired him to act. Now Bardem, Adams, and Wilson are headlining Nick Antosca's 10-episode adaptation for Apple TV. Bardem portrays Max Cady, the character previously embodied by De Niro, who earned an Oscar nomination. Bardem describes his rewatch of the movie as a spiritual experience, asking for De Niro's blessing. Wilson cites Nolte as a primary inspiration, admiring his raw and commanding performances. Cape Fear premieres on June 5th on Apple TV. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American author and motivational speaker, Dennis Waitley. And he said, "Success is almost totally dependent upon drive and persistence. The extra energy required to make another effort or try another approach is the secret of winning." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the weather reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Boston.